In Port Charles, love stories rarely move in straight lines. They zig, they twist, they explode, and sometimes they come back around in ways no one saw coming. And in true GH fashion, Drew Kane's latest emotional move has sent a shockwave through fans and characters alike. That's right, Drew is about to ask Willow Tate to marry him again. But the real question echoing through the halls of General Hospital is, will Willow say yes, or has she finally learned her lesson? A proposal born of pain, or persistence. Drew has been spiraling ever since his world unraveled. Betrayals, losses, and emotional upheaval have pushed him into a place where certainty feels like a luxury he can't afford, and love feels like the only thing he can control. Willow, one of the very few people who has consistently offered him empathy and understanding, has become a kind of emotional anchor for him. So when Drew drops to one knee again, fans are left wondering, is this love? Or is this desperation disguised as romance? Drew is clinging tightly to the idea of building a stable family, something he's always craved but has never truly achieved. And in his mind, Willow represents safety, warmth, and a future he can finally hold on to. But Willow isn't the same woman she was the first time he proposed. She's faced too many storms, and she's learned, sometimes painfully, that saying, yes, doesn't fix the broken parts of someone else's heart. Willow's heart is torn in half. On one side, Willow feels compassion for Drew. He's been there for her, supported her, and even now protects her in ways she hasn't felt since Michael was her rock. Drew has a gentleness about him that makes Willow feel seen, appreciated, and understood. But on the other side, the truth she desperately tries to ignore. She is not over Michael Corinthos, not completely, not convincingly, and definitely not enough to enter a marriage with someone else. This internal conflict is where GH is about to serve up its richest drama. Willow knows that accepting Drew's proposal means committing to a future with a man who is trying to use love to fill emotional gaps. It also means closing the chapter on Michael forever, something she hasn't actually done in her heart. Fans can expect Willow to struggle quietly but intensely. She hates hurting people, and she hates letting people down even more. But she also knows that entering a marriage out of guilt, pity, or fear of loneliness is a disaster waiting to explode. Michael's wrath could change everything. If Willow says yes, one thing is guaranteed: Michael Corinthos will not take it lying down. Michael has been unraveling himself, though in a different way than Drew. His jealousy, unresolved feelings, and protective instincts over Willow and the children are spiraling into dangerous emotional territory. He's already bristling at Drew's presence in Willow's life. Another proposal could push him over the edge. Imagine Michael watching from the sidelines as the woman he still loves, the mother of his children, chooses Drew again. It's a setup for explosive scenes, the kind only GH can deliver. And Willow, who has always valued harmony and peace, would have to navigate the fallout, especially if Michael decides to fight for her or true to Corinthos' fashion, make life miserable for Drew. Carly's opinion will hit like a hammer. Of course, Carly Spencer will be right in the middle of all this, whether anyone wants her opinion or not. She's already struggling to keep the peace between Drew and Michael after her own complicated choices affected their lives. If she learns that Drew is proposing again, expect fireworks. Expect tension. Expect Carly to try and talk sense into both of them, whether they want to hear it or not. Her protective nature toward both Michael and Drew means she will not want Willow to be the wedge that further destroys their brotherly bond. The shadow of Willow's past. Let's not forget Willow's past trauma, her abusive upbringing, her cult involvement, her health battles, and her heartbreaking losses. All of these moments have shaped her into a woman who sometimes puts others' needs before her own. A proposal like this could push her into old patterns, making choices that protect someone else while sacrificing her own emotional truth. Fans have seen this before, and they don't want to see Willow fall back into a cycle of quiet suffering, especially when her future still feels so uncertain. Drew wants security, Willow wants peace. Drew thinks marriage will give him emotional solidity. Willow wants calm, Stability, wellness, not more chaos. A marriage proposal right now, in the middle of drama with Michael, Nina, Carly, and the Corinthos family, could drag Willow deeper into conflict, not lift her out of it. And that's why fans are genuinely questioning. Would Willow actually accept this proposal? Spoiler tease, the answer might surprise you. The coming episodes are expected to push Willow into one of the toughest emotional corners she's faced in recent months. Drew's proposal won't be something she can brush aside or dodge. He's coming to her with real feelings and real hope for a future. But Willow has grown. She's stronger. She's wiser. And she understands now that love cannot be forced, fixed, or forged out of fear. Will she say yes? Will she break Drew's heart? Will Michael twist the situation into something explosive? The spoilers suggest that Willow's answer may leave Drew shocked and Michael furious. But one thing is clear. This storyline is about to reshape the Drew, Willow, Michael triangle in ways that nobody in Port Charles is prepared for.